Amanda again. Today, I am going to talking about something every man experiences, but few handle correctly. When a woman ignores you, do not make these 5 mistakes. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. This is where we break down real modern dating dynamics in a clear, honest, and practical way so you can stay confident and in control. If you like direct relationship advice, make sure you stay till the end. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a woman pull back, go quiet, or stop replying, and suddenly you felt the urge to chase her? She used to reply fast. She used to show interest. Then one day, her energy changes. Her replies slow down. Her messages get shorter. Or she disappears for hours or days, and your mind starts racing. You wonder what you did wrong. You start typing long messages. You check her social media. You replay conversations in your head. This is where most men make their biggest mistakes. When a woman ignores you, your reaction matters more than her silence. Your behavior in this moment can either make you look confident and attractive or needy and insecure. And once you look insecure, attraction drops fast. As a woman and a relationship expert, I want you to understand this clearly. Ignoring is a signal. Sometimes she is losing interest. Sometimes she is testing your emotional stability. Sometimes she is busy or overwhelmed. But your response tells her everything she needs to know about your value. Most men respond with emotion. They send multiple texts. They demand explanations. They over-apologize. They get angry. Or they disappear in a dramatic way, hoping she will chase them. These reactions rarely work. In fact, they often push her further away. In this video, I will break down 5 mistakes you must avoid when a woman ignores you. These mistakes are common, but they are also very damaging. If you avoid them, you will stand out from most men instantly. You will look calm, grounded, and confident even in silence. If you have ever double texted, triple texted, or sent emotional paragraphs just to get her attention, this is for you. If you have ever confronted a woman for not replying, this is for you. If you have ever lost sleep over silence, this is for you. Stay with me. This will change how you handle women who pull back. Let's go into the first mistake. 1. Do not chase her all right, let's be honest. When a woman ignores you, your first instinct is to chase her like your Wi-Fi just disconnected and she's the router. You send, "Hey," no reply. You send, "Did you see my message?" Still nothing. Then you send a full paragraph explaining your childhood, your intentions, and your emotional philosophy, like you're writing a Netflix documentary. Stop. Just stop. Chasing is the fastest way to look desperate. And desperation is not attractive. It smells like panic, and women can sense it from miles away. No GPS required. When you chase, you are telling her, "You are the prize, and I am losing my mind without you." That flips the power dynamic instantly. She feels pressured. She feels crowded. She feels like you have no other options. And attraction quietly packs its bags and leaves. Here's the funny part. Many men think chasing shows care. They believe persistence equals romance. No, persistence without mutual interest equals annoyance. Imagine someone knocking on your door every 5 minutes to sell you something. Eventually, you will hide behind the couch. If she ignores you, pull back. Do not double text. Do not triple text. Do not send good morning every day like you are her alarm clock. You are not Siri. Give her space. Silence is not the enemy. Panic is the enemy. When you step back, 2 things happen. First, you regain control of your emotions. Second, she notices the shift. Humans are curious. When something stops chasing, it becomes more interesting. And no, this does not mean play childish games. It means have self-respect, live your life, talk to friends, focus on work, go to the gym, watch a movie, do literally anything except refreshing your chat screen like it's a stock market ticker. Let me make this clear. If she is truly not interested, chasing will not change her mind. If she is testing you, chasing will fail the test. If she is busy, chasing will annoy her. There is no scenario where chasing wins. Think of it this way. If she likes you, she will come back when she sees you are calm. If she does not, you saved your dignity and time. That is a win either way. So the next time she ignores you, resist the urge to chase. Put your phone down. Breathe. Drink water. Touch grass. Act like a man who has options, not a man who lost his only option. Because confidence is quiet. Desperation is loud. and nobody likes loud desperation. 2. Do not over-explain yourself. When a woman ignores you, many men suddenly turn into motivational speakers, therapists, and poets all at once. She sends one dry reply, and you send a 12-page emotional TED Talk. She says, "I'm busy," and you respond with a full breakdown of your personality, intentions, childhood trauma, and 5 reasons why you are actually a great guy. Relax. She did not ask for your autobiography. Over-explaining is one of the biggest attraction killers. It makes you look insecure, like you need her approval to validate your existence. It's like saying, "Please like me, here is my resume, references, and character witnesses." Here's the funny part. Most women are not asking you to explain anything. They are simply observing how you behave. When you start writing long emotional essays, it feels heavy, intense, and unnecessary. She did not sign up for a documentary series called The Life and Feelings of You. You do not need to explain why you texted late. You do not need to justify your jokes. You do not need to clarify every sentence like you are in a courtroom defending yourself. Silence does not require a speech. When you over-explain, you give away your power. You tell her that her silence controls your emotions. That is not attractive. Calm confidence is attractive. Mystery is attractive. A man who does not feel the need to explain every move is attractive. Imagine a guy who says, "I'm busy today, talk later," and disappears calmly. That is cool. Now imagine a guy who says, "I'm busy today because I have work, and I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you, and I really like talking to you, and I hope you're not mad, and I promise I'm not talking to other girls." That is not cool. That is panic wrapped in paragraphs. If she ignores you, keep your messages simple. Short, calm, direct. If she asks a question, answer it. If she does not, you do not need to write a novel. Let her wonder a little. Wonder creates interest. Over-explaining kills curiosity. And here is a secret. The more you explain, the less she respects your words. It starts to feel like noise, like background music she is not paying attention to. So next time you feel the urge to send a long message explaining your intentions, your feelings, and your life plan, pause. Read it again, then delete half of it. Then delete half of what is left. Then send one calm sentence. You are not a customer service chatbot. You are a man with a life. Act like it. 3. Do not get emotional and confront her. When a woman ignores you, some men suddenly turn into courtroom lawyers. They want answers. They want clarity. They want a full investigation report with timestamps and screenshots. You send, "Why are you ignoring me? Did I do something wrong? Be honest with me." Communication is important. Bro, she is not your HR department. Confronting her emotionally when she pulls back is like shouting at a cat for hiding under the couch. The cat will not come out. It will move to another house. Here is the truth. Emotional confrontations feel heavy. They feel like pressure. Most women will shut down or pull away even more when they feel emotionally cornered. Imagine someone demanding explanations from you every time you take a nap. You would block them and change your number. When you confront her, you are saying, "Your silence controls me, and I need you to fix how I feel." That is not attractive. That is stressful. Nobody wants to be someone else's emotional manager. And let's be honest, many men do this in the worst way possible. Long voice notes, emotional paragraphs, dramatic messages sent at 2 a.m. like a soap opera script. "Hey, I just feel like you've changed, and I'm not sure what's going on, and I really value communication, and I think we should talk about this because I don't like mixed signals." She reads it once, sighs, and puts the phone down. If she ignores you, do not chase her for explanations. Do not demand emotional conversations. Do not send, "We need to talk," like you are her principal. Silence is information. If she wants to talk, she will. If she does not, you cannot force clarity. The funny part? Many men think confronting shows maturity. No, timing shows maturity. Confronting someone who is already pulling away feels like dragging someone back into a conversation they are avoiding. Instead, stay calm. Let her have space. If she comes back, you can address things calmly later. If she does not, you saved yourself from begging for answers that would not change the outcome anyway. Think of it like this. If someone is walking out of a movie yelling, "Why are you leaving?" will not make them sit back down. It just makes you look like the manager of a bad cinema. So breathe, close your chat. Do not type emotional essays. Do not send dramatic messages. Save the deep conversations for someone who is actually engaged, because confidence is quiet. Emotional confrontations during silence are loud, and loud almost never wins in dating. 4. Do not try to make her jealous on purpose. Ah, yes, the classic move. She ignores you, so you suddenly become a full-time actor in a romantic drama series. You post stories with random women. You start liking every female picture on Instagram like you're being paid per like. You casually mention, "Yeah, I was out with this girl yesterday," even if the girl was your cousin. Sir, relax. This is not a reality show. Trying to make her jealous on purpose is risky and often embarrassing. It's like setting your own house on fire just to see if your neighbor cares. Here is what most men don't understand. Jealousy does not always create attraction. Sometimes it creates disgust. Sometimes it creates confusion. Sometimes it makes her think, "Oh, so he's that type," and she mentally exits the situation. And the funny part? She can smell fake jealousy tactics instantly. Women are detectives when it comes to emotional patterns. You think you are being mysterious. She thinks you are trying too hard. Posting a picture with a random girl and writing "good vibes only" does not make you look high value. It makes you look like a marketing campaign. Mentioning other women out of nowhere does not make you look desirable. It makes you look insecure. It screams, "Please notice me. Please react. Please care." If she ignores you, the goal is not to provoke her like a science experiment. The goal is to stay calm, centered, and unbothered. Real confidence is quiet. Fake confidence posts every hour. Also, jealousy can backfire fast. If she truly does not care, your tactics will not affect her. If she does care but is cautious, she might decide you are not worth the emotional stress and walk away. Either way, you lose. Let's be real. If you have to manipulate someone to feel something, the connection is already shaky. Instead of performing for her, live your life genuinely. Go out, have fun, post if you want, but not as a strategy. Do things because you enjoy them, not because you want a reaction. And please, do not drag innocent women into your jealousy games. That is how you become the villain in 3 different group chats. If she sees you living your life confidently without trying to prove anything, that is naturally attractive. If she sees you acting like a jealous teenager in a teen drama, that is not. So drop the fake flexing, drop the staged pictures, drop the dramatic hints. Be real, be calm, be unbothered, because nothing is more attractive than a man who does not need to perform to feel valued. 5. Do not disappear in a dramatic way. When a woman ignores you, some men decide to go full movie villain mode. They delete her number. They unfollow her on everything. They remove her from followers. They post quotes like, "I know my worth," and "silence is my revenge." They act like they just ended a 10-year marriage after 3 dates. Sir, relax. You met last Tuesday. Disappearing with drama is not confidence. It is emotional theater. It is you hoping she notices and chases you. And most of the time, she will not. She will just think, "Oh, he's gone," and continue her life like nothing happened. Here's the funny part. Men who do this check her profile 10 times a day to see if she noticed they unfollowed her. They are gone on the outside, but emotionally camping on her page like it's a tourist attraction. If you want to step back, do it quietly. Do not announce it. Do not perform it. Do not post motivational quotes like you are auditioning for a heartbreak podcast. Calm distance is powerful. Dramatic distance is childish. Deleting her everywhere immediately can look reactive. It shows she affected you deeply. If your goal is to look unbothered, acting bothered in 4K HD on social media is not the strategy. Also, disappearing dramatically closes doors you might not need to close yet. Sometimes silence is temporary. Sometimes misunderstandings happen. Sometimes people reconnect. When you burn bridges loudly, you remove all flexibility. The strongest move is simple. Pull back quietly. Reduce effort. Stop chasing. Focus on your life. If she comes back, you decide how to proceed. If she doesn't, you already moved on peacefully. Think of it like walking out of a party. You don't flip tables and scream, "I'm leaving." You just grab your keys and go. That's class. Here's the real secret. Women notice calm detachment more than dramatic exits. A man who steps back silently looks mature. A man who makes a scene looks emotional. So if you feel the need to pull away, do it with grace. No announcements, no quotes, no emotional speeches, just live. And trust me, nothing confuses and attracts more than a man who simply disappears into his own life without noise. 6. What you should do instead. All right? You now know what not to do. Let's talk about what you should actually do when a woman ignores you, without turning into a monk, a villain, or a motivational quote generator. First, breathe. Yes, breathe. Some men act like silence is a medical emergency. Your heart will keep beating. The sun will still rise. Your phone will not explode. Second, get busy with your life. This sounds basic, but it's powerful. Go to the gym, work on your career, study, hang out with friends, build something, do anything that reminds you that your life existed before her, seen 2 days ago. Nothing is more attractive than a man who has a full life. A man with purpose is magnetic. A man refreshing a chat screen every 5 minutes is not. Third, match her energy calmly. If she texts once a day, you text once a day. If she takes hours, you take your time too. Not in a petty way, in a grounded, self-respecting way. You are not mirroring to punish her. You are mirroring because you value your time. Fourth, keep your messages light and positive. If she reaches out, do not bring up the silence like a detective. Do not say, "You ignored me for 3 days." That kills the vibe instantly. Just respond normally. If she wants to explain, she will. Fifth, observe patterns, not moments. 1 ignored message means nothing. 10 ignored messages means something. Look at consistency. Men often panic over 1 slow reply and ignore months of positive behavior, or they ignore months of distance and focus on 1 good day. Be realistic. Sixth, have options. I'm not telling you to date 10 women at once like a reality show contestant. I'm telling you to not put your entire emotional life into one person who is acting uncertain. Meet people, talk to people, build connections naturally. Here's the funny truth. The moment you stop obsessing over one woman, you become more attractive to everyone. It's like the universe senses when you stop caring and sends 3 new notifications at once. And finally, respect yourself quietly. You don't need speeches. You don't need quotes. You don't need dramatic exits. Self-respect is silent. It shows in your actions, your boundaries, and your calmness. Think of it like this. You are the CEO of your emotional company. If someone ignores the company, you don't beg them to be a client. You continue running your business like a boss. So next time she ignores you, smile. Put the phone down. Go live. Let her wonder what you're doing. Let her feel the absence of your attention. That absence is often louder than 1,000 messages. 7. The silent mindset that makes her reappear. Let's be real. Most men want to know one thing. How do I make her come back? You're not asking for peace. You're asking for a strategy, and I get it. But here's the twist. The mindset that makes her come back is the same mindset that makes you okay if she doesn't. Funny, right? Dating is the only game where winning means you stop caring about winning. When a woman ignores you, your brain starts acting like a conspiracy theorist. She's testing me. She's talking to another guy. She saw my message but didn't reply. Her phone must be broken. Let me send another message. Relax, Sherlock. The silent mindset is simple. You are fine either way. If she comes back, cool. If she doesn't, cool. This mindset is powerful because it changes how you act. You stop forcing conversations. You stop seeking validation. You stop trying to decode every emoji like it's ancient hieroglyphics. And here's the funny part. Women can feel when you detach emotionally. Suddenly, she might text, "Hey stranger," like she didn't just disappear for 3 business days. Why? Because your absence creates curiosity. Your silence creates mystery. Your calm creates attraction. Think about it. When something is always available, it becomes boring. When something pulls away quietly, it becomes interesting. Humans are weird like that. But do not fake detachment. Fake detachment looks like posting sad gym quotes, unfollowing, refollowing, then blocking again, posting stories like focused on myself while checking her profile every 10 minutes. Real detachment looks boring. You live your life, you forget to check her page, you forget to care, you actually move on. And ironically, that's when she might reappear, like, hey, how have you been? And if she doesn't reappear, congratulations. You just avoided emotional chaos and saved your time. Here's a funny truth. Men think women disappear forever when they pull away. No, women disappear to see how you react. If you react like a calm adult, you pass. If you react like a Wi-Fi router rebooting every 5 minutes, you fail. The silent mindset also means you stop fantasizing about outcomes. You stop planning your wedding after 2 dates. You stop naming your future kids in your head. You stay present. And trust me, nothing is more attractive than a man who is emotionally stable, not overly cold, not overly attached, just grounded. So when she ignores you, do this. Put the phone down, drink water, go outside, touch grass. Remember you existed before her last scene. If she comes back, you decide if she still fits your life. If she doesn't, your life still moves forward. That is power. And yes, it's the kind of power that often makes people come back just to see what they missed. When a woman ignores you, your power is in how you respond. Do not chase, do not overexplain, do not confront emotionally, do not try to provoke jealousy, and do not exit with drama. Stay calm. Stay grounded. Focus on your life. Match energy without bitterness. The man who controls his emotions controls the situation. Silence is not a crisis. It is information. If she returns, you choose wisely. If she doesn't, you move forward with dignity. Either way, you win. Now that you know all these, like and subscribe for more female psychological facts.